This clip demonstrates the tools available in Priority to help set product pricing that reflects management policies with regard to sales cycles throughout the year, customer-specific deals, and quantities sold. The values you define using these tools are then applied automatically in sales documents according to a set hierarchy, where they can be revised as necessary. In this video, we will review several such tools, including price lists, special part prices, and customer discounts, and explain the mechanism by which they are applied in the sales documents you record. Price lists are the main tool for determining prices in Priority. The predefined base price list serves as a default for all sales documents. The prices you record there are applied automatically when no other price source is available. You can also create additional price lists for sales to a specific customer or group of customers, or simply for internal records. We'll begin by showing you how to add parts and prices to the predefined base price list. We'll then demonstrate how to update price lists while maintaining a history of previous versions of the price list. Finally, we'll create individual price lists for specific customers and sets of customers. Let's begin by opening the price lists form and move to the line for the base price list. We'll demonstrate two methods of updating this price list: via the part catalog form and directly in the price lists form. To record list prices for given parts, enter the part catalog form and retrieve the parts in question. In the Prices and Costs tab, record the price of each part in the list price column, together with its currency. Since several parts were retrieved, it's easier to toggle to multi-record display mode and simply move down the list of parts, recording the list price for each one. The parts and their respective prices are automatically added to the price list. If your company makes regular use of the base price list, you can set up a business rule using the business rule generator, which makes the list price column mandatory under certain conditions, such as all parts with an active status, or all parts assigned to a certain user. The second way to manually add items to the base price list is to record them directly in the price lists form. In the part prices sublevel form, open the choose list in the part number column and select the desired part. The default unit defined for the part will appear, but can be revised if the part is generally sold in a different unit. Let's record the price. The default currency is also filled in automatically and can be revised. The changes made here will update the corresponding columns in the part catalog form. You may also want to record different prices for different quantities of the same part if customers are offered a lower price when purchasing a larger quantity. To do so, simply record the same part on multiple lines, specifying for each line the minimum quantity to which that price applies. The part catalog will display only the list price recorded for one unit. We've shown two methods of recording and revising the prices in the base price list. Usually the former method is useful when recording a new part, and the latter in cases where major revisions are made to the prices offered. Now we'll demonstrate how to create customer-specific price lists. A customer price list is a price list that is manually linked to one or more customers. The prices of the parts recorded here will appear as the default in various sales documents recorded for those customers, overriding the list price in the base price list. Let's create a new price list which can be linked to certain types of customers, such as educational institutions or NGOs. First, open a new line in the form and record the price list code, list description, and currency. The valid list date is filled in automatically with today's date. You can add items manually to the part prices sub-level form, just like we did with the base price list, or automatically, as we'll see in a minute. Now let's link the new price list to a customer. In the customers form, we'll retrieve one of the customers to which we want to link the list, and record the new price list in the customer price list's sublevel form. Note that there is no need to record the base price list for any customer, as it is linked automatically to all customers. If a certain part is not listed in the customer price list, but does have a list price in the base price list, that price will appear by default. You can also create a set of related customers and then assign the same price list to all those customers via their representative. You do so by assigning them the same representative customer, whose prices, discounts and parts are then inherited by them. For example, you might sell goods to various branches of a store chain, where each store is defined as a separate customer, but the prices for the entire chain are identical. Rather than setting prices for each branch separately, you can set them for one branch and then define that branch as a representative customer for the other branches. Besides adding items to a price list manually, you can also run a program that adds them automatically. This is useful when you're setting up the system and want to add all your parts to the base price list, or, for instance, when you want to add a new range of products to the list. To do so, run the Prepare Price Lists program. In the dialog box, choose the desired price list. You can leave an asterisk in the part number column to add all parts, or press F6 twice in this column to access the parts catalog form. From here, press F11 to move to query mode and retrieve the desired parts. Then press Escape to continue running the program. Back in the price lists form, move to the part prices sublevel form and record the prices for each part added by the program. You can update prices in the list by a designated percentage or sum without having to open a new price list. First, copy the existing price list to a new version so as to maintain a record of the older version of prices. We'll demonstrate this on the base price list. Run the copy price list program, designating the base price list in both the source price list input column and the to price list column. If older versions of this price list exist, select the version you want to copy in the next input screen. Also, specify the effect date of the new price list version in the to list date column, then click OK. Note that the new list will not go into effect automatically on that date. You will need to put it into effect manually, as we'll see. Now, raise the prices of the new price list version by running the Raise Lower Prices program. Select the base price list in the price list code column, then choose either the percent by which to raise the price, or the absolute value. You can update the price by the original price before tax and round the new prices. In the next dialog box, select the version to update and click OK. In the price lists form, both versions are displayed in the price list dates sublevel form with their corresponding date, and the prices themselves are shown for each version in the part prices sublevel. For the new version to go into effect, we need to flag the valid column. From this moment onward, this base price list is the valid one. If your business sells products to customers at prices that are higher by a fixed percentage than the price at which you bought them, you can build a new price list or update an existing one based on a vendor price list, using the Revised Customer Price List by Vendor Price List program. In the Customer Price List input column, you can choose an existing price list, or as we'll demonstrate, set up a new list as you go along. Press F6 twice to enter the price list's form, and quickly open a new record. Return to the program by pressing F8, which saves the selected line. The blue magnifying glass next to the input column indicates that a selection was made here. Now select the parts for which to raise prices, either in the part number column, as you saw earlier, or by specifying a part family. In the next window, select the desired vendor price list and flag Add Vendor Parts, because the customer price list is new and has no parts yet. Specify the percentage by which to increase the original vendor prices for this customer. In the next input screens, choose whether to add shipping expenses and whether the discounts received from the vendor will also apply to the customer. As a result, vendor parts are added to the new price list you created, and their prices are updated in keeping with your price policy. Assuming you'll be distributing the new list among your stores, you can print it or create an HTML file that can be faxed or sent by email. From the Price Lists menu, choose one of the several options for printing the list. You've seen how to add parts and update prices in the base price list, how to build a new price list and assign it to customers, how to raise or lower prices by a fixed percentage, and how to set up a new price list or update an existing one based on the prices paid to a vendor. Now we'll briefly demonstrate how discounts are defined in the system. Discounts can be assigned to individual parts and entire part families. You can also define an overall discount for a customer that will be applied after all other discounts. Or, rather than defining a discount percentage, you can set a special price for a specific part. All these discounts will be in effect for a limited period which you define. Let's open the discount codes form. We've already defined various types of discounts, each with a different percentage valid for different periods. These codes will appear in various choose lists of forms and programs. Now go back to the customer's form to define discounts for a customer. In the overall discount sublevel form, you can define a discount that applies to all sales for the customer over a designated time period. Select the discount code from the choose list. The start and end dates are filled in automatically according to the definitions in the discount codes form seen earlier. Or simply record the discount directly in the form instead of selecting a discount code. You can define a discount for this customer with respect to individual parts or entire part families in the part discount and family discount sublevel forms respectively. Using the Assign Discount to Parts program, you can automatically assign a discount code to selected parts. Or instead of setting a discount, you can use the special part price sublevel form to define a special price for the customer with respect to a specific part. This price will also be in effect within the designated period and will not be affected by any price list or discount except the overall discount defined for the customer. It's convenient to define a special price when you want to have a sale for a limited period of time. In the logistic constants form, you can determine the way discounts apply in case several types, such as a part discount and a family discount, are in effect simultaneously. Let's locate the line for the sadd discount constant and choose the appropriate value. The default is 0, meaning that only the strongest discount will be in effect, but you can change this. Read more about the constant in the help text sublevel form. You can view the final price for the customer in the Customer Prices and Discounts report, which displays the various prices and discounts defined for selected parts. It's important to note that discounts don't apply to price lists flagged in the Special Part Prices column of the Part Prices form, with the exception of the overall discount. When recording a sales document, the price of the part will be taken from the following hierarchy. Part prices recorded in the document on which the current document is based. If the order is for a product bundle, that is, an assortment of products sold together for a fixed price, the price of the entire bundle. The price list manually recorded in the sales document. The special part price. The price in a valid customer price list, the list price from the base price list. In any case, you can revise the prices manually in the document. The documents in the system display the price source of all the parts recorded. For example, in the sales orders form, let's move to the order items sub-level form and record an order item. The price appears automatically, and the source of the price appears in the price source column. If a discount appears, you can run the Discounts Applying to Item program from the list of direct activations for an explanation of the discount source. Let's summarize what we've shown in this video. An explanation of the base price list and how to update it. How to create and update a customer price list. How to assign a price list to a customer or group of customers. How to create new versions of existing price lists. How to raise or lower prices by a fixed percentage. How to update a customer price list based on vendor prices. The different types of discounts defined for customers, parts and part families. And finally, the hierarchy of prices in the system. This concludes our explanation of prices and discounts in priority.